to another Swiggin Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. Thanks for joining me again, and I'm still continuing that vein of going down the commercial beer route, and I'm going to an old favourite of mine, Old Speckled Hen. Now, I think it's been taken over by Green King, or another big brewer. Since then, the only noticeable difference is that it's gone down by about 0.5%. It used to be 5.5, so quite a chunky beer, and now it's gone to 5%. Now I always remember drinking this, probably, again, one of the first beers I remember drinking and thinking it tested my taste palate quite a lot, you know. It was a little bit more challenging than something that was a little bit more generic. And I think it's a great traditional British beer. Almost put it there with like Abbott Ale, that sort of beer. Really, it represents British beer really, really well on a commercial scale as well. Now, I've not had it out of a can before, and I've not had it for a while. Last time I had it was pretty good though, pretty nice. And it's so cheap. And I think since Green King took Speckled Hen on, you can get it so cheap. And if the quality's still there, then it's really good. It's a testament that to Green King for doing that, which is great. So it's 5%. And I got this a pound a can. But you can get they do special limited edition sometimes at Christmas where they have these huge bottles, like 660 bottles, for a quid. You know, so it's a cheap beer. So yeah, if we'll see what it tastes like. We'll see what it tastes like before I make any judgments or anything. So here we go. In off the nose. Yeah, it's got that sort of canny taste that a lot of beers have, but I'm getting that Old Speckled Hen smell. It's lovely. It's a really original smell, really original flavour. I love it. A really lovely balance between hops and malts. It's got a lovely malty smell to it. Toffee for a start, but it's slightly floral as well, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what hops they use in this, but I think they use. I'm pretty sure there's an English hop in there, like Fuggles or probably Goldings, because Goldings and Fuggles hops are quite floral, even though they're quite earthy. They have quite a floral kick to them as well, I find. But they're different to different people, you know. Hops smell different to different people and taste different. And this is just my opinion, remember, you know. I say that on my disclaimer at the beginning. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh yeah, it's still got a great smell. Do you know what? Out of all the canned beers I've tried so far, this doesn't actually taste that tinny at all. It smells lovely. Doesn't smell that tinny at all. It smells lovely. I had this on draft actually. So I had it on tap a couple of months ago, and it was lovely. It was really, really nice. You know, some of the draft beers are really good. It's a little bit tinny, getting a little bit of tinniness off it. I'm going to give it a swirl. Yeah, lovely. Getting dried fruits, I'm getting lovely toffee smells from it. Slightly roasted smell as well. I can remember they used a roasted malt in there. Gives it a bit of a backbone, you know, gives it a bit of grunt. Yeah, what sort of fruits am I getting? Definitely dried fruits, like dried apricots, dried raisins, a bit of fruitcake. You know, like a bit of fruitcake's in there. It's got a sweet smell. There's a lot going off on this beer. I think it's lovely. So far, I've not tried it, but on the smell, it's fantastic. I hope it's not been watered down. I hope it doesn't taste weak. I'm looking forward to the taste. That still tastes really good. That still tastes really nice. That's lovely. Carbonation's quite nice on it. Nice little delicate bubbles. I'll swish some of the carbonation out of it anyway now, so it's a little bit lighter. A lovely colour, sort of a toffee colour. It's not as strong as I remember it when I first tried it. I must admit, it's not got that kick. You know, you get a little bit of a warmth on it. You don't get that as much anymore. But the flavour itself's still there, I think. I'm still happy with that. So what am I getting on the flavour? Well, dried fruit. Dried fruit with that earthy taste. It's definitely got the earthy hops that I can only describe as like almost like woody, or like they describe them as like hedgerow hops, and yeah, that really earthy, like twiggy, branchy. I mean, I've never tried eating a branch before, or a twig, but I sort of imagine it to taste like that, and I don't really know why I associate that with a beer. So it's got that going off, if you can understand that at all, because I don't think anyone can. But on the, it's got dried fruits in there. It's got like dried apricots. It's got like fruit cakey notes in there, and it's got toffee as well. It's got a lovely toffee taste to it, and it tastes rich. It tastes like a rich beer. It does that? I think that's a good way of describing it. Actually, just rich. It's probably a little bit more watered down than I remember it, but I'm not taking anything away. I think that tastes really good still. I do think that's really good for the price as well, for £1 a can. That's really, really good. Now, there is some information on it, but I'm going to try and read it without tipping it up, which is going to be quite difficult. So it gives us a bit of history, I think, about the beer. This beer takes its name from a bird, but not from a bird, but a car. The much loved paint spattered MG factory runaround known as the Old Speckled Hen. Our master brewer uses crystal and pale malts and a blend of Challenger, Pilgrim, First Gold and Golden hops to deliver a beautifully malty ale, which has subtle notes of toffee and fruit. Yep, getting that. Especially fine with English roasts and sausages and pie. Yeah, I'm getting that from it. So it's got Challenger hops in there. It's got the Goldings, First Gold and Goldings, Pilgrim, and then the aroma it's saying, yeah, malty, toffee, light roasted, abundance of malts and distinctive toffee character. Yeah, and I'm getting that little bit of a warmth on it now. Now I've finished drinking it. So the Old Speckled Hen must be the MG car then, that this beer's named after. So there we go, a little bit of a trip down memory lane, a bit of history for you. So brilliant, really good beer, well worth it. If you're one of these guys that drinks lots of lager and you've just watched this today, or you might be just getting into beer, you might not have drunk beer before, you know, and you might be thinking, oh, I want to get into beer. Pick one of these up for £1, or 4 for £4, whatever they are, or a bottle of it. You can get a bottle of it for £1, I think, in most supermarkets, or 120 or whatever. It's worth a couple of quid, I'd say. You know, I wouldn't say it's not money that, but you know, a couple of quid if you want to get that. Go and treat yourself to it, because it's absolutely lovely. It's a really good beer and it's different. Now it will challenge you. It doesn't taste like a lager, or it's not what I'd call a bridging beer, but it might make you drink it and go, God, actually there's a world of nice tasting beer out there. You know, why have I been drinking crappy lager for all this time? So yeah, anyway, scores on the board, a good solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's not quite as strong as it used to be, probably a little bit thinner than it used to be, but there, I think it's there. And I think it's a good ambassador of British beers, and this is exported abroad, like Newcastle Brown Ale and a lot of the other big beers. So yeah, nice one. Speckled Hen still lives on. Until next time, see you around.